It seems that the situation on the western and eastern borders is under control. It seems that everything is calm, even calmer than a few weeks ago. Truth or fiction? While the head of the Ministry of Internal Affairs and Administration claims the eastern border is calm, the Armed Forces Operational Command has issued the following statement. On the 25th of August 2025 at around 8 p.m. near the town of Cheremcha, while preventing a group of aggressive migrants from illegally crossing the border, a soldier from the Podlaskia task force was injured. While using direct coercive measures, he suffered an injury to his left hand. These are the consequences of an attempt by illegal migrants to cross the Polish-Belarusian border, a border where, according to Minister Kierwiński, the situation has calmed down. It was a group of over 40 migrants who were constantly throwing stones and other dangerous objects at the soldiers. The soldiers tried to prevent these migrants from crossing. Unfortunately, 19 people did cross, so they also tried to apprehend those who had crossed the border. The soldiers used direct coercive measures. It was then that one of them was injured. The soldier was immediately transported to a hospital in Białystok, where specialists provided him with assistance. He has been discharged, his condition is stable, and his life is not in danger. We can only wish him a speedy recovery and no legal consequences, because the Polish prosecutor's office is known to throw the book at Polish border guards, seemingly to discourage any use of force that could effectively deter illegal immigrants. Take this case from March. The soldier was charged with the following. On the 25th of March 2024, in the vicinity of Dubice-Serkiewnia, in the area of border post number 322, he exceeded his authority defining the rules for the use of firearms in a limited scope, consisting in their use to alert or call for help, and fired 12 shots from his MSBS Grot service weapon along the border road. The 25-year-old private involved in the case had no previous convictions. After being charged, he did not admit guilt, but provided explanations. He faces up to 3 years in prison. They faced aggression from illegal migrants assisted by the special services of Russia and Belarus. The pressure was enormous. The officers behaved heroically. The Donald Tusk government, through the actions of the prosecutors it has appointed, has led to a situation where today Polish soldiers are afraid to use their weapons, not only to defend the Polish border, but even themselves. And these are the consequences. And the need to defend themselves and the border is the very basis for soldiers' actions in the face of ever-increasing migration pressure. The border guard commander reported that between Friday and Sunday alone, there were 817 attempts to cross the border illegally. The imagination of migrants knows no bounds, as they even use portable toilets to try to break through the barrier. As far as the border with Belarus is concerned, we have seen an increased number of attempts to cross the border in recent days. We are constantly faced with aggression from migrants. This year alone, there have already been over 23,000 attempts to cross the border illegally. For comparison, last year there were 30,475. With autumn approaching, attempts to cross the Polish border may intensify. Attacks occur every day. The weather is favorable for migrants. Evening conditions when dusk falls, especially when it rains like it did yesterday, reduce visibility for soldiers performing their duties at the border. These tasks are to be facilitated by the fence on the Polish-Belarusian border, which Donald Tusk himself spoke about in 2021 when the crisis began. This wall will not be built within a year or even 3 years. The fence was built, even though at the time Tusk's party, the Civic Platform, wanted Poland to accept these migrants nominally for humanitarian reasons. Just let these people into Poland. Who they are can be determined later. What are your services for? As soon as accepting these migrants proved politically untenable, Tusk changed his tone. This May, Tusk wrote, "I have no doubt that the whole of Europe will have to, and I know it will achieve this, invest in its security by investing in Poland's eastern border and in the security of our border." Despite these strong words, however, illegal immigrants are set to begin to flow into Poland. The EU Migration Pact, which would entail burden sharing of fiscally draining migrants, is due to come into force in June next year. Then there will be specific quotas that will be sent to Poland, or there will be penalties. Today these penalties do not yet exist, but the mechanism of action, that is, transferring people from Western Europe to Poland, will be the mechanism by which the Migration Pact will be enforced. In fact, it will be a suction pump to increase migration. Here in Parliament it is even said that this is like putting out a fire with gasoline. Money will also flow with the Migration Pact. No, not to Poland to strengthen its borders, Instead, the financial stream will flow to the European Union if Poland refuses to accept illegal migrants, in the form of €20,000 per illegal immigrant not accepted.